Okay. There we go, I fixed it. I was wondering why my microphone wasn't working. Also, this game is very loud for me. We're gonna be a lawyer today. Gasp. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I just realized that I had to voice act the whole thing. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Boy, am I nervous. Oh, I'll just put that on off. Right. I should have. Oh, hi, Chief. How do I do a girl voice? Phew, I'm glad we made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Isn't that like... No, I guess it... Never mind. Ignore that I even spoke up. Yeah. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way that I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Don't we all? Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Like, yeah, no shit, Phoenix, but, like, obviously we know it's not him. I mean, didn't you see the opening cutscene? My name's Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's not usually his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. I gotta keep all these voices, like... I gotta keep track of all these voices. This is already hard enough to, like, do my own voice. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp, handshaking, eyesight fading, knees weak, mom's spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them correctly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. I read over the case report. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a blank. Phoenix? Phoenix? Fuck, I already forgot what voice I did. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? There we go. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. How can you say that you know something and just be like, oh yeah, I know it, I just forgot. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab anytime and check it, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who's the victim in this case? I know it's Cindy Stone, but like... the victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... And since we just checked the thing, she was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we should proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Would that have not already been in evidence? Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Sorry, I got a text that I need to respond to. Okay. Chief, what do we do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We're great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. But what's that to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by being dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Indeed. She appeared to have returned the day before the murder. I don't remember what voice I gave him already. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Objection, relevance? Objection, hearsay. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oh.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question.
Fuck.
You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
No.
Well, did you or did you not?
Dude, I messed up that voice. Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home yet, so, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness to prove Mr. Butts is lying.
That simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court, Mr. Payne. The prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawat to the stand.
I'm gonna lose track of these voices so fast. Oh god, I have to come up with another one?
Mr. Sawat, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes, newspapers, yes! Mr. Sawat... Fuck. Mr. Wright, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Time for some kick-ass music. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why was the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Wright used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright, Wright, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting errors, present it and rub the witness's face in it. Okay. Open the court record with tab and point out the contradiction in the testimony. Okay. Now for the part that's not voice acting. We press him on this. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes! Yes, I mean no. No, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that one. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Wright, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? I'm gonna mess up the judge's voice every time.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it wasn't 3 hours off, was it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Well... The defense has support.
That's such a shitty way to say that. Well, you got a point. It's like, no, that's not a point. That's just what happened.
Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite.
Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Solid? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it.
I always forget what the judge's voice is, and then I establish a new one, and then I immediately forget his voice again.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Alright, well, as we know, what is on record was, as we know, this says it's a statue. He says it's a clock. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
A lawyer. Just answer the question, Mr. Solid.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Get it? Because his name is the same as...
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Pate.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
Which is idiotic.
I see. So, the murder weapon was this table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Yeah. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never...
Look, the clock. I just realized I messed up the voice.
What?
Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Court. Order the court.
It's like every single time we get back to him, I'm just like, how did I speak?
Your Honor, a moment, please. There is a shred of evidence.
Oh my god.
There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor,
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawyer heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
It certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, Your Honor.
So, we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow, precisely the discrepancy what Mr. Sawyer heard in the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawyer, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha ha ha! You forgot one thing.
What's he... wait.
Well, it may seem the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove...
Well, if you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, it was so close! Mr. Wright, it seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Parkside.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Sorry, Larry, I failed. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawyer.
Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over.
I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody could prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim?
There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this off. Words. The victim had just returned from abroad the day she was murdered. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast, and the victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? And he fucking dies.
Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, it's only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Even though we didn't ask the jury, and it was just me.
Hello.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
I'm gonna be doing so much fucking talking. Turns out Mr. Frank Saw It was a common burglar, posed as a newspaper salesman to check when people are out of the house. That day, we already saw this. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After she left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Bonk. I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen trial end on such a satisfying note. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? I didn't even do the voice. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her, but I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Nick squeezed me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. There's so many words. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something you want to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. There's so many words. It's all words. That's all this game is. I made a mistake. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence. I would hope so. It's the whole reason that you became a lawyer. Evidence is kind of the only thing you have. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. My voice is already so tired, it's only been 30 minutes. People... We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. I feel like I should grab a drink. My throat's already so dry. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. How about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
Phoenix is gonna fuck his boss.
Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. A brand new episode has been added. Okay, so before I start on the next one, I'm gonna go and get water or something. So I'll be right back. Okay. And there we go. Bring, bring. Beep. Hello, this is Maya. Now I have to come up with a voice for Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Okay. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time?
I forgot her voice already.
It's a clock.
A clock?
Yeah, it's made to look like that statue of the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys.
Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis.
Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead.
Papers? Is that the evidence then?
Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then.
Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good, like burgers.
I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint.
Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon.
Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
And there you go.
$8:57 p.m.
I'm not going to... Well, I'm just not going to do the voice there.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
You say you're a poor lawyer. I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
You're not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay.
It looked like she got hit by a fucking car. Red, white, blue. Not even 10 minutes later. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over so we can go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! How weird would it be if you could just, like, look at everything in this room? That smell. Blood! Yeah, we've already said this. Fuck. Sis.
Someone's there.
Chief! Who are you? Well, she just... The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying out on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she laid under the window. Her body was still warm. If you already... Okay, if you know that there's gonna be a trial over this because somebody's fucking dead, why would you touch the body? And get your prints on it.
until finally she was sitting there for like 10 minutes under an open window. Was she really warm for 10 minutes? I understand, like, from a narrative perspective, it makes it sound more interesting, but like, some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. It's hard to see her lying like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Yeah, we already saw that. Oh, okay. I think it's a clue here. A piece of paper. It literally just materialized. What could it be? The words written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya, did Mia write this? It's a piece of paper. This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. I'm just... That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Eep. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought it'd be used for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. Which is insane, because whenever you think about where it was a blunt strike on her head. So she would have to reach up, get blood from her head. I don't know. She wrote this on the back of this receipt. That's my name! I forgot what voice I did and I was happy with it. Fuck. Why? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. I mean, she's not gonna say anything. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came, the room was dark, and Sis. So she was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was the clock. It was the thinker. Do I go back in here? No, okay. Come back out here. About the thinker. The thinker. That was... Oh, Sis. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the... Yeah, maybe that was... Oh, profiles. I only have these two. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Police? Oh, wait, I just... Police, please come quick! Someone screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me! She's holding a phone in her hand! I don't know why I'm saying this out loud!
These police have, like, a ridiculous, like, arrival time to the place. The police sounds like they're coming this way.
Freeze, police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe? What an odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder.
I should have said Moida. It must have been that woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah.
Whoa! Excuse me. This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
I lost the.
Case closed. You're coming with me down to the precinct, ma'am.
I lost the voice as I, like, midway through doing it. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taking her for questioning and didn't get out till the next morning. My eyes were heavy, and I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Okay, yeah, so it's been like 12 hours. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. It's you. You're the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning! Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I'd done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? Oh my god, how am I gonna keep track of these voices? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the entire time. It's been a while. She didn't even get to... I'm not gonna say it. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of these strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's kind of fucked up. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time... It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Okay. Something I've... What, she went from crying to happy real quick. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? I'm losing these voices as fast as I'm making them. This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolyte? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. That is probably the strangest thing that you could have said. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made? How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? I'm pretty sure the conversation's on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things.
So you say you have your conversation on...
Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my phone.
Oh, right. Because they're not gonna give a presumed criminal a cell phone. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. That's a weird thing to give me a note for. But, okay, I do want to mention one thing that I really, really like about this game. And it's, the way that they, give the characters names. Because, Detective Dick Gumshoe, all 3 words are words for a detective. So it's really fun that he's the only named detective in the entire thing, when his name is Detective. But I guess that would also be really funny if that was all his name and he wasn't a detective.
No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence. That's the thinker. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer.
So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood.
Everybody's got some pungent blood.
Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training?
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course.
Oh,
of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers are first class, too.
I had no idea.
Wait, what?
So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that?
Yes, in training.
Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We could just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents?
I see. The trial's tomorrow at 10.
What?
They said that if I don't pick one, the state will pick an attorney for me.
They're giving me until 4 p.m. today for... Okay. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. My painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here, which was 3 seconds ago. The oil paint's so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Sneeze. Solid mahogany desk, the wood's been polished to a deep luster. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. That's so unnecessary.
expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. So, weirdly bold claim to make about a plant. Okay. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues.
Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you?
No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry?
Ah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right?
He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe?
Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal.
I'm losing these voices.
Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better make it quick.
About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy?
You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all.
Don't go twisting my arm and ask me one time and say nothing else. About Maya.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this one trial, you're not gonna win.
Why do you say that?
The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Edgeworth?
I'm sure you know what that means, being a lawyer and all.
Prosecutor Edgeworth?
That's right, pal, Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you know him, don't you?
I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets a guilty verdict.
Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him sound barely human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case.
Dude, how did I go from having the voice, getting better at it, and then losing it? So Edgeworth's on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Which, is that possible? To go through law school in presumably 2 years and become a lawyer? Of course, there are rumors about back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is he hates crime with an abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Do you have a cell phone?
Oh, that? I have it.
Do you think you can give it back?
Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's on to me. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what do I tell him?
Something the matter?
Oh, no, that carrying strap on the phone.
This? It says the Steel Samurai, warrior, Neo Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai, that action hero on TV?
Yeah, you see, that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct.
That's what she said?
Yes.
Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Okay. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your loyal ways, pal.
The witness?
Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her.
So you sent her home already then?
You're trying to get your loyalty tricks on me now. She's not going outside her room till the trial.
So she's still across the street. I guess I should know better trying to get a detective to leak information.
You got that right, pal.
Time to go talk to her. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. Wait, isn't it like if I present this? Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Thank you. Okay, cool. I'm glad, like, on a human level I did that, but... Is he there now? No, okay.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Okay, is that really the voice I'm gonna go with? Alright. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Hey.
I'm not myself. Thank Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Oh, Phoenix. There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy.
I don't want to say that.
You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was gonna explode for a second. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. I'm already so over doing that voice. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Gulp, better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please.
Let me see. Well, dream on.
Could you? Just who exactly are you?
Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No, hey, I'm just doing my job here.
Teehee. You know, you're cute when you blush.
I don't want to do her voice anymore. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. Teehee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone else staying with you here?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be like...
What?
You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go out and look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like little nosy lawyers.
Alright. I think it would be difficult to recognize faces. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Maybe later. Okay, now we go back here. Seems like Mr. Grossberg's out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
So you're the one that says been looking for me.
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That bears what you call her. Damn, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey.
Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking notice. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, that's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to recognize her. Sorry, end of discussion.
He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you know, sir, I'm busy, you say.
But the client's Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have the time to argue with you anyway. I'll just go look elsewhere.
I think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid no lawyer with that saltiness will take this case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
I'm just gonna keep talking to him. How do you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
Okay. That's quite a painting.
So you noticed.
Hello, Jay. I made a mistake by picking a game that needs voice acting constantly. Dude, I've been establishing voices and then immediately ruining them within seconds.
That's why pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the wave of the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I've no intention of parting with it. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
That's not for sale.
I'm not buying. Now we go back to tell Maya the bad news. Hiya! Hiya, Maya. Wasn't that a good one?
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened?
You don't mean he refused to help?
I see. I've been abandoned then.
What about your family?
I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is.
So she could still be alive? That's a weird... Like, realistically, probably not.
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers.
All by yourself up on that mountain.
Your mother's enemy!
So who is this man who ruined your mother? That sounds very gross.
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White?
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m., time's up. What do I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No, we defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well... No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Hell yeah, we love Maya. Maya's great. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
I love Maya. She's great. One last question. You're innocent, right? That's a really bad question to ask.
So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So what's next?
Something that's been bugging me.
Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? That also sounds weird. Because when I tried to look in the drawer, she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. What was in that woman's drawers? Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about this guy. Okay, I already did, like, a posh
Good afternoon, sir.
Excuse me, you are?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
You know this guy wants to drink her gamer girl piss. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Now's my chance to snoop around.
I almost forgot.
You came back quick.
Might I ask you to inform Miss May there is a message for her? Please tell her Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned.
Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? Maybe 20 seconds ago when you talked to Maya. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Get me in her drawers. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake.
I'll get to this woman's bottom.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy, still here?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. Now, you look forward to doing... It's not the tango.
He wants to do the horizontal polka.
Anyway, saving. Oh, man. This is courtroom number 1, so theoretically this should be a different judge, but it's the same guy. Oh, fuck. I already forgot what voice I did for him. He talks so much in this game. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? r/Phoenix Wright Rule 34.
I actually don't know if that's a subreddit. I just said. Anyway, Mr. Edgeworth, please give. I don't know how to do his voice. To Edgeworth, talk.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case.
I mean, you know for a fact that, like, there's a shit ton of, like, yaoi with Phoenix and Edgeworth. Also, isn't it weird that everybody refers to him as Edgeworth, which is his last name, but everybody only refers to Phoenix as Phoenix? I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene Detective Gumshoe.
I already lost, like, the first line I did as him was fantastic, and then I fucked it all up.
Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name Dick Gumshoe, sir.
I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found here by this window.
And the cause of death?
Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir.
That's incredibly fucked up, Gumshoe. I don't understand why you had to single out that she was a girl. People could fucking kill anybody with anything. With the right attitude. The core...
What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, why did he have to say, like, oh, well, you know, even in a girl's hands, this could kill someone. But it's because Maya is the suspect. The old man voice. They're still calling it a statue. Well, it's because this time, it is a statue.
Now, detective.
Yes, sir?
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
How do I do an old man voice?
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Alright.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people already there. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why?
Yeah, I mean, the judge doesn't talk, like, too much, but he's in the game all the time.
We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
At that very moment, you say?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Yeah, he didn't say anything. Whoosh. Maya just threw something at me. Okay, so I want to know... Did she, like, make it a paper airplane? Or did she just ball it up and chuck it at his head? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony, she would bluff and press the witness on everything. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Isn't that also, like, kind of dumb to do? Just constantly be like, oh, really? My chair is loud now. It felt like something, like, snapped on it the other day. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
I don't know why I gave him, like, a British accent, too. No, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay. Just gonna press him on this one. Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say that.
You did say it. You said it.
That's too many voices to switch between so fast. Exactly what is this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure isn't pink, pal.
I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean.
Well, I guess she is pink. That's a weird thing to clarify.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe.
Okay, I gotta, like... I don't... That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. No, because I'm gonna use that voice later. No, like, the she's not pink is like... What do you mean she's not pink? I think I'll struggle to find a good voice for the judge for this entire game. What if I just gave him, like, a really young voice?
Do you have any other solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
That would actually be really funny. I'm gonna keep going with it. I guess Preston can have its advantages.
Yes.
Well, never mind.
Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
I literally have to move my mouth to the side of my face and speak to get the voice of Gumshoe. Oh, wait, Jay, you weren't here when Gumshoe got introduced. My favorite thing about him is that, so his title, obviously, is Detective, and then his name is Dick Gumshoe, which are both, like, slang terms to use for detective. So his name, essentially, is Detective, and he works as a detective.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
The characters' names in this are insanely clever. I love it.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya had been written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that it was the blood of the victim. Also, there was blood found around the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence.
I don't like all this talk of hard and pink.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence in the first place?
I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
There's gonna be a character that gets introduced that I'm gonna have to use that voice for, and I'm gonna be fucked because I'll have to use it for 2 characters. I'm just gonna press him on this. You get a lot of cases where the victim usually writes the killer's name.
Sure, it happens all the time in the books and the movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective.
This is real fucking life. Get your shit together, dick.
Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? Jesus Christ, that's fucking brutal to say to someone.
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Do you find it a little odd that the victim would write down the name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually.
Get your dick together, shit.
Actually, you got a point, pal.
Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
That is not true. The first half of what you said is true.
Order!
That didn't go so well.
That's right, what he said.
That's his whole testimony. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean she wrote it.
Ha ha! Then who did write it, smarty pants?
The killer. Anyone can see that.
Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please.
She was framed.
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence?
I actually do have something in response.
Ha! I guess that was a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, pal.
Don't add into this, you dick.
Get it? It's his name and also his...
Tell us what was... yeah.
Oh, like the word Maya was written clearly in blood.
I mean, like, we just present the autopsy. Because it says that the death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. She was accusing the defendant, Miss Maya Fey. That's what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it?
I don't know if you could say that in court. If somebody's like, hey, answer this question, they'd be like, this is a fucking trick. Are you trying to give me a fucking logical thing? Are you trying to ask me a question to clarify what I said? I won't do it.
Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only one who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But
No butting your way out of this one, detective. No dicking your way out of this, Gumshoe.
Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? It was technically the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
The classic. He hit us with the classic this early on. What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Which is a weird thing to do because the autopsy was already done by an impartial third party. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes before the blow. Or after the blow, before it's fucking obvious. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked.
Oh my god, should I just do that voice?
Something you want to say? You twerp!
I'm a sham! Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report?
Fuck, I don't remember how James laughs.
The defense
will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. A whole fucking day afterwards. I don't know how the court wasn't even aware of this autopsy, but whatever.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim is identifying the killer.
Oh yeah, that was it. It's kind of like Scooby's. I'm not gonna be Scooby's voice. Dude, could you imagine if I just did Edgeworth as Shaggy the entire time? Like, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer!
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion.
Darn, this isn't good! The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Excuse me, Judge, he did not say who the witness was.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent? And why is she still in pajamas? How has she not changed? It's been 2 days.
Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Oh, she's not in pajamas. The top just looks like a pajama top.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd.
Oh my god. No, Phoenix Wright looks at her and he goes like, Dan, Nikki, you're Bobby's. Which is another, it's like 2 jokes in one, because him saying Nikki would make sense because that's his nickname. Who's Bobby? Have you ever seen that meme? It was a, here, I'm gonna pull it up. Dan, Nikki, you're Bobby's. This. Oh, sorry, it's Dan, Nikki, you're Bobby S. But then there was a Tumblr post that, like, oh fuck, where is it? No, I gotta find it. No, it's not any of these. Alright. Never mind. I give up on trying to find it. But it was basically just like a, it was basically a, like, story that somebody wrote where the punchline was Dan, Nikki, or Bobby's. It's one of my favorite things. I think about it all the time.
The witness will refrain from wanton Wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. And some women, I suppose. You can refer to the one song. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up. I just opened Discord on my phone instead of Spotify. There's a song by this band called Psycho Stick called Because Boobs. And it, one of the lines in it is, something about, like, all men love boobs, and then it's like, some chicks too! And then it goes into the chorus. It's a good song. It's very dumb, but it's a good song. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room, tee-hee. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. Okay, so it turns out if I lift up my water bottle and it blocks the camera, my model goes apeshit. But there's another line in that song where they're talking about how good boobs are. And, one of the lines, like, in the background is like, unless you're an ass guy. And it's like, you know what? I like that. I like that thought. You're thinking of the other guys, too. And this hotel is direct. I already read this line.
That's right, big boy.
Make me stop reading her lines.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
I just realized that I'm giving him, like, a high-pitched New Yorker accent. And I like it.
It was... It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know?
Oh, dude, that's like her whole character. Her whole character is like being horny for everybody.
And then, oh, I saw that woman with the long hair being attacked.
I already lost the voice.
The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away, but that girl, she caught up to her, and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy.
Wink. Excuse me, Miss April, May, June, July, you were told none of the wanton winking. Well, Your Honor.
I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see the need to trouble the witness any...
What the fuck, Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite...
firm.
Didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, man, she just died. Hey, how dare you? What the fuck, Your Honor? Your Honor, with all due respect, what the fuck?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
What is this game? Yeah, I know. Didn't this game come out in, like... Hang on, what year did this game come out? If I could spell Phoenix right. Get it? Because that's the name of the game. This game came out in 2001.
Well, the original game did. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some kind of weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Alright. You were one. I forgot that. What do you mean she dodged? She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack.
Please continue with your testimony. No. No. Please tell me Phoenix didn't just say maybe I should press on her more. Yes, I forgot your baby. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Horny for no reason? Honestly, though, in 2001, kind of everybody was. I was 6, so, not exactly a good thing for me to say, because, what the fuck does that mean, you know? You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Meaning that... implying that you're not clueless about everything else? Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her! Because she's a fucking weirdo! And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. 'Cause you didn't say that Maya looked like a fucking goon.
But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way on the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I was fucking there. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. Now we're making fun of her outfit. No, it's because they had to point out that, she looks out of the ordinary because she dresses like this. And I wanted to dive farther into Phoenix being like, I don't know anybody who dresses like this. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Rawr.
What the fuck am I doing? I took a 3-mile walk, came back, and I did this.
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think that all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing from your testimony.
No, stop that. I'm not reading this line. You read this line, right? I'm not reading this.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, she dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
Yeah, you're damn right I didn't read it. I'm not reading that line. If I'm reading everything else, even the lines that I don't want to read, I'm not reading that one.
And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think.
I wonder how many times they're gonna do that.
Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
He looked so fucking done with that. No, fuck, I didn't mean to hit... Phoenix, don't say that you're gonna squeeze every last drop out of anything. It was this. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Like your fucking clothes.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
See? I read that. You just said the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order, order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes, that's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. I'm fucking grasping at straws because there's no evidence because everything's fabricated. As you might recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. 1.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my fucking question. How'd you know this was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Faye and Company.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee.
The law offices of Faye and Company where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable that it rang because it's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Okay, Dude, I hope that, like, me doing this will, like, be good voice training.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look right now.
Oh!
See, I just want to make the judge Mickey Mouse. You see anything interesting, Your Honor?
It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty.
Dude, what if I just replaced all their voices with, like, Disney characters? I'm not gonna keep up the Mickey Mouse voice, because that's... He's had, like, 15 voices already, because I keep messing up the one that I did first.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It's just as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung.
Therefore, this witness is a big fat yeah, fat. Yeah. Yeah. You like that, April May? Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Ching. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
Which is not possible, because if that was the case, when the fuck was it taken in for evidence? Because this happened 2 days ago. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork was removed? When the clockwork was removed?
Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this. Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
You have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim the day of the murder.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
The good detective better remember he's up for an evaluation, sir.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. If you could, I should probably tell you it's not talking, it's not working, that's lame, I had to take out the clockwork. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Ow. Your Honor, I think it makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time it was recorded. Which was well before the witness had ever arrived at her hotel. Actually, that part isn't the part that's relevant. It's the fact that it would have had to have happened before the murder, not before she got to the hotel. But still, the point still stands.
Meh.
Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was it again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink, jiggle.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
As a matter of fact, the witness claims she's seen it before, but that directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
It's the same fucking thing. This clock was never in any store ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody, which means actually they're both in police custody because both are evidence for murder.
Impossible. Everything's sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today? And she went fucking Super Saiyan. The heart thing spun around so fast it became upside down and perfectly cupped in between her tits.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it. She did it. She should die for it. Die!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Her titties went to the fucking moon.
Oh? Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee, wink.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know it was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor, allow me to explain the truth. Miss April May, you knew it was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
It was the fucking wiretap. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. That's right, I'm not a detective, and I risked incriminating and obscuring evidence for the court for my own personal interest.
Mr. Wright, please homie. Please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Objection!
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple.
What?
We literally just listened to the recording. Here's my proof. Proof the victim said on the phone the weapon was a clock is the same thing we just looked at. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. I haven't heard you in a while. Actually, again, what is it? It's a clock. Done. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone?
Miss
May?
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you lawyer?
God, it like rapid fire voices. I'm also not reading this.
It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that.
Why do I have to read these things?
So I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow.
Why the wiretap?
No, but I think I actually have to press her on... No. Yeah. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say! Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. And I'm going to prove in no way that it is relevant.
While the court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone?
Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying, in relation to the pull that off comment, I'm not reading that I'm not the first man to think that, but me being Phoenix, not me being me, because I am not a man. You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold.
I'm fully aware of what iced coffee is. All lesbians have an addiction to iced coffee.
If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, then you have regular cold coffee. Which is shitty.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder.
Well, at no point were we saying she was at the scene. Thank you, April May, for mansplaining iced coffee.
So where does this leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on this current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands she saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder.
No, they're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie her to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well... Call the bellboy. The defendants would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy,
Why? What's your reason?
because I hold the wiretapping... What? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition? Why are the lawyers betting on something?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize she was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you will also accept the guilty verdict for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
I better find something in that bellboy's testimony. What should I do? I have no choice. I have nothing else to lose except for everything. Understood, I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. I skipped that text box on accident.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I can't keep these voices up for much longer.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Fuck, I already forgot what his voice was. Was it like, posh French British man? Ugh. There's too many voices. These voices are a lot, and it's just rapid fire between them. forgot too.
Yes, sir! I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
Was it that? Okay.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening.
He didn't say PM.
8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 p.m. on the dot, sir.
Look at his face, just eyeing up her titties. Eyeing up her bobbies.
I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
Oh.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I think at the next point that I can save, I have to stop. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Yeah. I believe I received a call at 8 on the dot. I'm gonna press him on that one. 9 p.m. on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed the details several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
After she finished? Excuse me? Phrasing. 9 p.m., the time of the murder. Okay. I'm gonna press him on this one now. Precisely 9 p.m. then?
Precisely, exactly, the most definitely, sir. 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then.
Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m.
Something like that, sir.
Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir.
Why would she be so particular about the time? Okay, I'll press him on this one. Are you sure it was her herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an, embrasse, sir.
Embrasse? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
This is so weird. Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I don't like all this talk of suggestive acts. She's pink, she's not pink. Embrasse, finishing, fishy. I don't like the implications of this. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it?
Tisk tisk. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It is a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? Protest! Wait, please wait.
Yes, does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Okay. This is really it. This is my last chance. I'm yawning so much because I'm so exhausted from these voices. What do I ask him about? The check-in. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright, very well, sir. My first thought was she was a beautiful person. She was just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? Objection! I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you, didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool. Dude. I've done it. I've won. That's a reference to CDI Link saving Zelda. Here, real quick, I'll, Oh, fuck. Oh shit. Fuck. No. This monitor. No. This monitor, yes. Done. CDI Link, I won.
I won!
Yeah. What's happening? I'm just frantically, doing a very hyper-obscure... My YouTube recommendation is sus. Is it? I mean, what was sus about it? I won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. See? These fucking heterosexuals. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. Because the man that I'm saying could not be Miss May. Because she clearly expresses as a female. And we are trans inclusionary, obviously.
the man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it to be too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of this other man from this court. Oof. Not only are we trans inclusionary, but we are also all forms of LGBT inclusionary, because Phoenix and Edgeworth are clearly gay for each other. I'm getting lightheaded from all these voices back and forth. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all for today for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
It's just all so much back and forth. I don't even know what voice I did for Mr. Wright. You were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. I don't even want to... You're underage. I can't make jokes about this. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Maya Fey, he's the key. Or, not Maya Fey, you're Maya Fey. That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it.
What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess they're learning her charms. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. For a little questioning, if you know what I mean. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis,
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I need to find a better voice for her because she talks constantly. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there was only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. And it was the dodging. I don't know how much good this will do me now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Oh. Alright. Save my progress. Okay. And then I'm done. I'm calling it. That was too much. Was my mouse on the screen that entire time? Oh, from after I showed the I won. I'm exhausted. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to end the stream there. Wait, real quick. I forgot what I have. I have Ronald. Speaking of, I need to do more of that Nuzlocke. Maybe I'll do the Nuzlocke tomorrow. Huh? or later tonight. I don't know. My sleep schedule's all weird. Anyway, I'm actually going to be exporting this stream directly onto my YouTube channel. So I wish I did that before with the Nuzlocke streams, but better late than never. So I'm gonna end the stream and do that, and then, like, I don't know, go to sleep or something. So anyway, that's it. So I'm gonna go. Bye. Thanks for coming. Bye. Go subscribe to that YouTube channel and like, comment, and subscribe.